What's up YouTube? Today I'm working on the Barracuda. Let me show you real quickly what I've been working on. As you guys can see, I finally installed the Clico clips. The floor pan's on the subframe already, perfectly flat. There's no gaps in between. I have the side aligned already. Even I got that little groove so I can, when I weld this together, it's like a spot welder very easily. It's flush on this one. Now that's all that's left is just getting this line right here. You see that panel? How well it's aligned to the tunnel? All I gotta do now is continue getting it nice and flush so I can put a nice thick solid scribe mark all the way across, because I'm gonna need that line so when I remove this floor pan again to be able to cut off the bottom of this so this top could be butt welded to this panel. As it is, I just need a little bit more work on it because there's a few gaps, around, and I gotta get rid of those gaps. I might use 2 or 3 more Clico clips. I don't want to use too many on this brand new panel because I'm gonna have to weld up those holes that I make. Now let's get these pliers to remove one of the Clico clips. Here we go. Hopefully this is a good angle that you guys can see because I can't see it. Hopefully it's good enough, but here it is from both sides. Tool. You see it going into the material. Now release the Clico clip. And there you go. Alright, I think this single one should be enough to hold this panel in position because I'm pretty happy with how it looks. Let me get one of my scribes so I can do a quick mark all the way across. Let's do a quick skim coat with this weld through self-etching primer all the way across to the other edge. Then I'm going to put my scribe mark and remove this panel. One more. Alright, let's put this mark real quick. That should be it. Alright, all this hard work now, let's take this bad boy off. Take all these Clico clips off. Check that out. Came out nice and easy. Let's do them all real quick. And then this panel has to come back off. You'll see what it looks underneath. After these last 2 Clico clips, I got to go to the firewall on the opposite side and take off the vice grips I put on there to hold it straight. And then I think that should be it. We'll go to this side of the firewall right now. We'll check it out. If you ever plan on doing body work, I highly recommend these Clico clips. All right, let's see how easily this thing comes out. Because I know the back of the floor pan that's next to the firewall, it was kind of a pain in the ass to get in there because the clearances are so tight. But this has to come out now. Oh, wow. Check that out. That came out a lot easier than I thought. I honestly thought it was gonna be a pain in the butt. Pretty much with this mark, the way it's painted, the scribe mark is pretty clear where I got to cut off all the extra sheet metal. Alright guys, we all know before I gotta start actually installing this floor panel, I'm gonna have to put some of this weld through primer in all the joints that are gonna be in between other sheet metal. So this one, the back floor pan is gonna be laying right on top of this. This is the area that's gonna be in between the sheet metal on the subframe. Right here on the front, this is gonna be right in between the firewall. So this needs to be this needs this too. Let's just apply some weld through primer and let it dry, and we'll flip it to the other side and we'll do the same. Here we go. That's one coat. We'll let this dry and we'll put one more and that's it. You really don't need that much of this stuff on for that. One coat. One coat. Another coat there. We'll do thin coats on this side because we gotta build it up a little bit. This is where it's gonna be connected to the subframe. Today we're gonna continue working on this Barracuda. I just pulled off the floor pan, but now I have the exposed subframe. I'm gonna have to spray some internal frame coating. Alright, I just put the top coat of the 4K primer, and now we're going to cut that line up all the way across the transmission tunnel. Hopefully I can get as straight as possible, because that's the point for us to start fitting some sheet metal and get that stuff installed. Alright guys, I was about to make this cut already, but then I realized that the gas pedal's in the way, so I'm going to have to remove it real quickly. Let's do that real fast and we'll get started on this cut. These are the 7/16 bolts. Well, the throttle cable's still connected, so I'll just see if I can just scoot this in a way where it's out of my way so nothing gets damaged, and that should be good. All right guys, we're gonna just cut this real quick. Hopefully I can get this line as straight as possible, and here we go. All right guys, I got the little snips to cut the sheet metal, and just let me cut that little piece off, and that's it. There we go. Very handy when you're doing sheet metal work. And with this piece cut out guys, this thing is ready to go. Get out of there. Now let's grab the sheet metal. Let's do a quick test fit, and hopefully everything aligns perfectly well, which it should, because we spent all that time trying to get everything aligned for the beginning. But I think I'm gonna just blow this off real quick, and then we'll just get that sheet metal, we'll just set it in, and we'll see how it looks. All right, we're making progress today. I already ran this file underneath the panel to make sure that everything was nice and flat just where I finished cutting. I already sprayed some of that 4K weld-through primer on this side. Pretty much is ready to go. All I gotta really do now is just get my air gun, just blow everything off, make sure everything's nice and clean. There's nothing underneath the floor pans, because from this point on, this is the last time this floor pan is gonna come off the subframe. And then we can start welding it, and then we can start working on the back of the floor pan. Finally got this in my hands. Never had to put this in position. Hopefully it just slides in the way it slid out, because when it came out really easy. It looks like it took form of the car very well. But now it's time to see how well my fitment was, and actually just put this floor pan in and see how it looks. So far so good. Wow, that looks really good. Check that out guys. I am very happy with that. You guys can see this? Let me step back a little bit so you guys get a better look. You guys can see that? That's pretty well aligned. And the Cleco clips aren't even in yet. Let me step out of the car and get a better look at this. That looks really good guys. I'm very happy with that fitment. Now I gotta locate all these holes for the Cleco clips, put everything back in position, and we can start welding. It was a lot of progress today guys. I really want to get this done. Hopefully I can get my welder out and at least put a few tack welds for you guys. So for next week's video, we can continue on the welding on this car.